Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So in this video, we will be practicing the SQL Basics practice questions. So we will start with simple SQL select, which we will we will be focusing on select keyword and from keyword. Let's try out our first practice example, which is mentioned on mode.com. So let's try it out. The problem is that we have to write a query to select all the columns in this database tutorial and in table US housing units without using static. So in this we have to select all those columns, but first we have to remember which what are the column name so that we can easily write it out. Out, paste it, let's run it. There were some west east column in that. So let's write it one by one. Midwest, North, East already written. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and South, West, Northeast, West. Month name we forgot. So here it is. So it's good to go. 7 columns are there in this table. So we will be easily see this all those columns data. So here's it out. We were able to write all those columns without static. Let's check the answer. So yeah, we were right. The purpose of this query was to use column names and select all the data which is available in this table. So we achieved that. So now let's move on to the next problem. So in this problem, we need to write a query and rename all those columns and make their first letters capitalized. So let's try it out. Here I have mentioned, or I have written only 3 columns just to give you an idea. So we need to add this in inverted commas. We are good to go. You get some basic idea of how to write a query and update their column names. So if I run this query, we will see their first letter capital in capital form. So here you go. Your month and month name are in capital form. So it was all from SQL select keyword. Now let's move on to limit keyword. Here in this problem, we have to write a query that uses the limit command to receive the result to set only for 15 rows. So we will just select this, copy paste it, and just remove 100 and paste 15. We will only see first 15 rows of this table. You can see 1 till 15. We are good to go. That's all from the SQL limit. And now we will be exploring where and with where conditions we will be creating queries using comparison operator. So the first problem is, did the West region ever produce more than 50,000 housing units in 1 month? Let's try it out. Let's copy it out and paste it and just replace it with 50 because 30 means 30,000, 50 means 50,000. So it's saying that did the West region ever produce more than, so we will be using greater than symbol with West. And if I run this, here you go. We have got 3 rows in which the West value was greater than 50,000. And here you go, the solution of it. So you were able to write the correct query. Let's try another problem. Did the South region ever produce 20,000 or fewer, which means lesser housing units in 1 month? I guess it will be just less than, and then South, then 20, and then less than equal to, because it's saying produce 20,000 or fewer. So here you go. Four of the rows or four of the data which lie under the statement in which Southwest region was less than equal to 20,000 units. And here's the solution. Let's move on to the next thing. Write a query that only shows rows for which the month name is February. Month name will be just February. I hope I written it right. So it will only select those rows which have a month name February. That's it. The total 47 rows were retrieved from this statement or from this query. Let's move on to the next problem. In this query, we have to write or select those rows which have month name starts with n letter or below than that. So month name will just be less than M and O. So let's grab O and see this answer just to finalize or just to confirm whether we have written the right statement or not. Yes, we have written the right statement, but the character will be small o. Yep, we are good to go. Now, in the next problem, we have to write a query that calculates the sum of all four regions in a separate column of all four regions. Okay, select. So in this, we are just selecting all rows with another column, and that is the combination or the sum of all regions. I hope it will run correctly. Yep, we have got all the sum of all those regions: southwest, midwest, and northeast. So in this problem, we have to write a query that returns all rows for which more units were produced in west region than midwest and northeast. So it clearly says that the west value should be greater than the combination or the sum of midwest and northeast. Let's try it out. We will be selecting all rows from this where west is greater than midwest plus northeast. Let's check the answer. Okay, west is 32, midwest, the sum of this one is lesser than the west. So it's working fine. Let's check it out. Yep, we have written the correct statement. The change is just that they have written all those column name one by one, and we have select using static state or static character. So we are good to go. In the next problem, we will be writing a query that calculate the percentage of all houses completed in United States represented by each region. So we will be calculating their average for each region and then only returns rows for which the year 2000 and later. So the year will be greater than 2000 or okay. This is one of the conditions. So it will be under and then we will be selecting validate percentage of all. Okay, there will be only one condition, but in selecting when selecting we will be calculating their average one by one. West divided by the sum of south plus west, including that region. Northeast, then divided by 100. East west UVG. Since it's a percentage, so that's why we have use will be multiply since it's a percentage. Okay, we have forgot the inverted comma. Okay, so here it goes the best average. Hopefully, I have written the right thing. I'm just checking my first average with the correct answer. Let's check it out. So yeah, we have written the right statement. Just that I didn't uh, calculate it for all regions. Okay, this will be south, south. This will be Midwest, and then this will be North West average, Northwest. Okay, okay, dot dot dot. Yeah, it print all those columns which are available there, and then the average one as well. Yep, we have written the correct statement. So that's all from the SQL comparison operator. The next part, we will be exploring all those problems in which there is a usage of SQL logical operators. So we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Have a good day.